obviously, we gotta check out the new HIVEMIND, right? Guess the most and least streamed song from each album. 3. Very excited for this one. All right, let's check it out.
4 songs that could be the top stream.
I know.
What's up? You're watching HIVEMIND, the most enchanted show on the internet. My name is Riley. I was joined by my horrific co-host Dignan. Today is all about high highs and low lows. This is Guess the Most and Least Streamed Song on Each Album. If you didn't see the first 2, this is how it's gonna work. We're gonna look at.
I ain't gonna lie too. I think I won the last, like the other 2. I might have. So. Come on, chat.
Track list for a popular album and try to guess what is the most streamed song on that album and the least streamed song on that album on Spotify. 1 point for each one we get right. Me versus Diggy versus you.
Alex from Orem, Utah.
You know what?
Honestly, prediction, Dignan's gonna get 2 points the whole game.
Alex, you talk too much. Pipe down. All right, before we get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more.
Graydon would win, but Dignan's probably just gonna get 2 points.
Check out our Drop with Copes. It's linked in description, as well as our Patreon and our Cameo. But also, we have a second channel,
HIVEMIND Unlimited.
Please go subscribe to that. There's a bunch of videos out over there. And lastly, before we get into the video, today's video is brought to you by Beatopia. We'll tell you a little bit more about Beatopia later in the video. Thank you, Beatopia, for sponsoring this video. Thank you.
If it's what I think it is, fire. If it's not, I actually am gonna watch the ad.
Before we get to the first one, we won't be including interludes in our guesses. So those will be marked off. So we're guessing the most and least streamed actual song.
Okay, so by that logic, that means we have remixes and bonus tracks allowed if they're included on the screen.
On each album. So first album is Rodeo by Travis Scott.
Ooh, I know this one. Most streamed, Antidote, least streamed, Flying High.
I like to pronounce it Rodeo.
Travis Scott's 2015 smash hit album, Rodeo.
I haven't listened to this project in so long.
Yeah, I literally just know this because I'm that much of a Travis Scott fan. Antidote has the most streams. It's one of his most streamed songs in general. I think it's probably like, at this point, close to 1 billion. And then Flying High, just, I don't know, people don't play it as much.
A breakout, we've got features from The Weeknd, Future, 2 Chainz, Kanye West, Justin Bieber, Young Thug, Tori Moi. I always forget that.
Something people don't know too, though, is Young Lean could have been on the album. He wasn't on this one, but I think he was going to be on Never Catch Me or something. He was going to be on one of these songs, bro, or 3500. I don't remember, but he ended up not making it to the album. But
Tori Moi was on a road.
I think he's gonna be on Utopia though. So hopefully, because we haven't had Travis Scott and Young Lean in so long, since like probably 2014.
Yeah.
How long has Maria I'm Drunk been on Spotify? Because it was not on Spotify for the longest time.
Yeah,
I want to say it got added like 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did they think of the name for that company?
Spotify?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a weird word.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I'm just now kind of thinking about it, and it's just like, what is that? But it's just like so synonymous. Like, oh, I'm on Spotify. Send me a song.
Yeah, that is weird. It doesn't have anything to really do with music.
Like
at all.
Facebook. Obvious.
Yeah.
Twitter. Kind of obvious. It's cute.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Yeah, you're
Everybody's
tweeting.
chirping.
Instagram. That one gets a little weird, but it's still like, it's just.
Instagram made sense back when Instagram like made sense, and when they weren't having an identity crisis and trying to copy every other app. Get it together, Instagram. Anyways, yeah.
Describe it's an instant photogram. SoundCloud. Sounds. In the cloud.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Cloud Rap was huge when SoundCloud started.
Facts.
Craig's List.
Yeah, Craig made a list of stuff.
Spotify. 3, 2, 1.
I put Antidote and Flying High.
Put 3500 and apple pie.
It is Antidote and Flying High.
Yeah.
Wow. 3500, my cardigan. Sorry.
I gave myself the clue by being like, I didn't remember that Tori Moi was on Rodeo.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I don't even remember this song.
I just genuinely knew that. Like, I just actually knew that as a fact. I don't know.
All right, what are the streams on that, Grant?
Yeah, Antidote
Which
has
I really like Flying High. That's one of my favorites. It was only at like just past half a. Okay.
583 million and Flying High has 22 million.
Whoa.
It's a
For whatever reason
crazy.
here, I just glossed right over Antidote.
You
I was
forgot?
like, yeah, I was reading it. I was like, man, not that memorable of a song.
Next one is Culture, the first one.
Ooh,
by
okay.
Migos.
Culture one.
This swept me off the seat.
To this day, I still haven't listened to the whole album. I haven't listened to any of the Culture albums in their entirety. I've heard a lot of songs from all of them, but I've never listened to any of them in their entirety.
13 songs.
Matter of fact, no, I still haven't even heard all of this album. There's like 4 songs on here I've never heard. So I'm going to say most streamed, obviously Bad and Bougie. And then least streamed, probably Brown Paper Bag. I'm going to lock that in.
Features from Uzi, Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, and Travis Scott.
I mean, there are some absolute classics on this.
I mean, there are very few that are not classics on this thing.
That's true.
I mean, you got T-Shirt, Bad and Bougie, Slippery.
T-Shirt, Virgil Abloh remix. Amazing.
Big on
R.I.P.
Big.
Virgil, bro.
How big is so good.
It's so funny. You know, a few people have been saying I'm off my bar game recently. Like I haven't been dropping as like the wordplay's been weak.
I've been seeing that.
Okay.
Yeah, people have been saying that, so I just want to drop one early so
Alright.
people can kind of get back on my side a little bit.
Yeah.
Got that major laser, make him dip low.
Ooh.
Damn. See, that's one I
Ooh,
like.
okay.
You like that?
I can appreciate
Ooh.
that as a fan of guns and Diplo.
Okay, well, Diplo is a very problematic character, and you guys should look into it. Diplo allegations, look them up.
Really?
Okay, real quick chat, because I really don't know. I don't pay attention to people's allegations. I'm not one that's like here for the downfall of everybody famous. I know a lot of people are like Sydney's. Yo, on Friday we was talking about Sydney Sweeney, bro. The next day was her mom's birthday, and she posted a picture of her and her family at some what appeared to be a hoedown. Her dad had on a Blue Lives Matter t-shirt, and there was a picture of her mom and her and like her whole family with MAGA hats on, and somehow everybody was just surprised by this. It was a whole thing, man. So a lot of people are, but we still team Sydney Sweeney over here. The actions of her parents do not reflect her, I think. Anyways, Diplo allegations, spreading an STI, chlamydia, apparently, released revenge porn without consent of someone, and R-word allegations. Okay, yikes. Not gonna lie, man. Yeah, I feel like with like I said, with the sneeze, like, come on, man. She's a white celebrity from the South, I think. Are we surprised at all? No. Does that mean she's inherently a bad person? No. I think it's kind of weird that people made such a big deal about that. Like, I can understand a little bit of shock, but like the fact that she was trending on Twitter, and the fact that that made Zendaya trend on Twitter, because everybody was just like, man, Zendaya's really just a golden child, and everyone else on Euphoria is trash. You know, like, it's just weird to me, bro. Like, literally, you got her meat in your mouth, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Bad guy. Terrible man, actually.
That makes sense. He's old.
Yeah.
Anybody that lives past 40 is a bad guy.
He's a predator. Fuck that guy.
Oh, he's a predator too?
Bad and bougie
Dang.
and out your way.
Put Bad and Bougie and all ass.
It is Bad and Bougie and Big on Big.
Ooh, okay.
Big on Big is the lead.
Okay, so it's 2 points. So now I'm gonna do my overall. So now I have 3, because I had 1 from the last one. I had 2 from the last one and 1 from this one. So I have 3 points now.
He's streamed.
That makes no sense to me.
I don't think I ever heard this song. To be real with you, I don't think I ever heard the song. So
When this album came out, me and my friends threw a big t-shirt party, and I literally made a promo video using Big on Big, where it's zooming out, and like the t-shirt is like a picture of somebody with a t-shirt, and it just keeps zooming out to like another t-shirt, another t-shirt, another t-shirt, which I could have used t-shirt.
Ah.
seriously, I'm like, why didn't you use t-shirt for that, bro?
Kind of interesting. I probably should have used t-shirt.
But you'd think with your promo video alone that this wouldn't be the lowest streamed song on the album.
Exactly.
So we'd be like, wait, now what's that? Shazam it or something.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I'm going big on Big.
Yeah, I mean, that party was massive.
It was a huge party.
It's like 60 people.
At least.
Yeah.
Could have been 62. I didn't count.
What's the breakdown there?
Guess the most and least streamed song from each album. It's the third one. So far, I have 3 points because you get a point for each song.
G?
Bad and Bougie has 816 million, and Big on Big has 26 million.
Wow.
Wow. What?
crazy.
26 million for Big on Big? You guys got to run it up. That song is so good.
Yeah.
Next album, Love is Rage 2 by Lil.
This album, I listen. Yo. So the thing is, right? I didn't hear. No, I did actually. I'm tripping. I did listen to the whole album. I listened to 17 that day because I was diehard X fan. I was diehard Uzi fan, but I was like, hey, bruh, X finally dropped the album. I had to listen to it. So I listened to 17, and I listened to Love Is Rage, and then Love Is Rage 2, and I listened to Love Is Rage 2 Deluxe when that came out. One of my favorite albums of 2017, bro. I'm gonna get this one for sure.
Uzi Vert, probably the most critically acclaimed work to date.
Yeah.
Technically, EXO Tour Life is on this.
Oh, that is true though. EXO Tour Life is on this. Ah, man, okay, that does make it weird. And this is not deluxe. So this is least streamed on just a regular one. Oh, man.
Early 20 Rager, you got Neon Guts, you got The Way Life Goes.
Neon Guts is my favorite Uzi song of all time.
Neon Guts is?
Easy.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I do like that song a lot.
It's a good song.
Aura. Like I got neon guts.
I thought How to Save a Life was on here.
By The Fray? The Fray made that song, How to Save a Life?
Really?
You thought that was Uzi?
Yeah, this whole time.
Where did I go wrong?
I lost a friend.
Yeah, I always thought that was Lil Uzi Vert.
You thought that was Uzi?
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie though. Uzi probably knows that song really well, and now I want to hear him cover that song because that'd be fire. And I still want to hear him work with Paramore. I know Haley Williams said that, yeah, The Weeknd's on here on Unfazed. Of course. That was when, because this was when Starboy came out, and around that time, The Weeknd was on a pretty decent feature run. And then the year after that, he was on a crazy feature run. But yeah. And a lot of people thought that one remix with Uzi on the After Hours Remixes EP was their first collab, but a lot of people just forgot about this. Okay. Because EXO Tour Life is on here, I'm going to say that's most streamed. I'm not quite locked in with that, though, just because I don't know if that one's going to count or if anything surpassed it, but I doubt it. So I'm going to say EXO Tour Life is most streamed, right? And then least streamed, probably How to Talk. It's one of my personal favorites, but I just feel like everyone else is playing every other song a lot more than How to Talk. It could be Malfunction, though. Nah, I doubt it. It's probably How to Talk. Or Dark Queen. Man, I wish it was... if it was deluxe, I'd know exactly what it was. But it's not deluxe, so I don't know.
People make mistakes like that.
Not that type of mistake.
It's not that crazy. They sound kind of similar.
Like it'd be one thing if
Right?
you said it and you thought it was the Goo Goo Dolls, or maybe
It's just... This album is such... I think it's honestly the second best Uzi album. For me personally, I'd have to put Lil Uzi vs. the World as number one. Mostly off of nostalgia, but also just off of the influence that had after it came out. But at that time, that was like the best music out for a long time, not gonna lie.
Day. But Uzi is just not making songs like that.
I guess now, yeah, I kind of see what you're saying now that you're pointing it out to me, but...
I mean, I'm pretty sure that song came out like when Uzi was maybe 8 years old.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you didn't think like you may have heard this before you had even heard of Lil Uzi Vert?
I mean, you're making a lot of good points.
Had I known how to save a life.
I mean, CPR is not that fucking hard to learn. You just do it to the rhythm of Baby Shark, which is also a Lil Uzi Vert song.
No, it's not.
Really?
Baby Shark's by Pink Fong.
Who's that?
Well, that's fair, actually. But EXO Tour Life and How to Talk.
I put Tour Life and Malfunction.
It is EXO
My two
Tour Life
guesses.
and
My two
Early
guesses.
20 Rager.
Early 20 Rager is the least streamed song.
Are you kidding me? Early 20 Rager is the least streamed. Bro, how is that possible? How is that possible? How is that possible?
He going up the wrong way. Y'all better open up that middle.
I was staring at it the whole time, but I was like, there's no way that this is the least streamed song.
Open up that middle.
Who's this jit?
Okay, so this crowd is no virgin. I know what's going on. That's a big asshole right there. Now let's get it.
No, this is not early 20 Rager, bro. like an ocean, like a lake. How is that the least streamed song on this? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, bro. That song is so hard. That was one of my favorites when it first came out. It's not really my favorite now, but that was one of my favorites when the album first came out.
To me, yeah. I have now said both of the songs that were the least streamed and counted them in my like 5 hits from the album. You know,
you're like a sick fan.
I'm like a hipster in this game, low
yep.
key. You know, I'm like calling out the deep cuts.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
instance, you want to know what my favorite Mumford & Sons song is?
Sure.
Not Little Lion Man. It's one of the other ones. I'm a crate digger. Digging through the crates at the record stores.
I'm a grave digger.
Big monster truck?
No.
Oh, you dig graves?
Nope. I kind of re-dig graves.
You re-dig graves?
Take the jewelry off old pirates. Or in my mind, they're pirates. I understand, like I can see the dates. They're obviously not pirates, but I steal jewelry off the bodies of the dead.
That is a grave robber, not a grave digger.
Well, I dig it. I don't
You
just...
have to, yeah, I guess digging is part of the job of
You
being
can't
a grave
break
robber.
in, you know?
Yeah, it's not breaking and entering. Unless it's a mausoleum.
I guess, yeah, but I've tried that. Not as much luck.
Yeah, it's hard to kick in those doors. I mean, they're sealed tight for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't want
stinky.
it out of there.
I know it's a little messed up, but it soothes me.
I don't blame you, man. I mean, they got some cool shit in there. My uncle got buried with his 50-pair collection of Jordan 1s. It's like, we were the same size, man. You couldn't have just left a few, like 50 pairs, man?
Yikes.
Dead stock.
Literally dead stock. Next album we got, Currents by Tame Impala.
Currents. Oh my god, this album. How have these not been in the other videos? Bro, all right. This one I might not know because I haven't sat with this album as long as most other people. I didn't listen to this album until 2019. So people got 3 years of listening time on me that I'm
We only
not
got one
aware
song
of.
that doesn't count on this one. It is Gossip.
You got a big leg up.
Gossip does not count? That wasn't on B-sides? Oh no, it's an interlude. That's why. It's an interlude. Okay. And this is not including B-sides and remixes.
On me here, man. You were like way cooler than me at the time when this album came out and you were jamming it and I was still listening to like Hank Williams records.
Yeah, and yes, it was cool to like Tame Impala when this album came out. Now, those posters are everywhere. There's all new connotations. They're too big. It's like a thing. But like Lonerism is one of my favorite albums of all time. So when this album came out, I was like anticipating it.
Yeah, I remember you guys trying to shove it.
Okay, so Gossip does not count. All right. Now here's where it gets a little bit confusing. Because there's 3 main contenders for the most streamed, and I'm not sure which it's going to be. It's between Let It Happen, The Less I Know The Better, and New Person Same Old Mistakes. It's literally between those 3. I just don't know which one's going to be bigger. If I had to guess off top, I'm going to say The Less I Know The Better, only because there's a music video, and there isn't one for the other 2. So that might help. People might have streamed it more because there's a video. I think it was released as a single first. I don't know. I'm gonna lock that in though as most streamed. Least streamed. I'm gonna say cause I'm a man. I don't know, bro. I don't know why. Like I said though, I haven't sat with this album as long as most other people, so I honestly don't know. This is a shot in the dark, bro.
It down my throat and I just kind of like didn't like it just to not like it.
It's so up your alley.
Oh, I know.
It incorporates disco and R&B and
I couldn't let you have it all.
It's a great album.
Made me fall in love with you. Wasn't that enough already? I was in love with you, kid. I was sick over myself. I wanted to throw up and eat you hot.
I was living a different lifestyle at the time. I couldn't settle down. You know I love you.
Hey, I understand, but sometimes my heart still cries at night.
Hey, just smoke a cigar.
I've already had 2 Cubanas today. I gotta do my crosswords and I gotta get to the garden and my mother's still sick. So this whole trip down memory lane's been fun or whatever, but fuck off and don't call me again, all right?
That's fine with me. I got 3 dates this weekend.
Yeah, you always had other women in your life.
And guess what? They liked Currents the day it came out.
3, 2, 1.
Less I Know The Better and Reality in Motion.
Less I know and 'cause I'm a man.
Is The Less I Know The Better and Reality in Motion.
You are a little hipster.
He was
Reality
in
in
there.
Motion is my favorite song on Currents. It is so good. Like a
My personal favorite song, it's between Let It Happen, Past Life, and The Moment. Let It Happen because I just love the production on it. It's insane. Past Life, same thing, and then also just the storytelling is amazing. And then Yes, I'm Changing is just a happy, or The Moment. I said The Moment. It's just a happy song, bro. It's just like it's a great feeling song.
Our line on that song, it is so
One of my favorites on B-sides though is Power Lines.
awesome. It's also sampled in like a Maxo Cream song, I think.
What is the breakdown there, Grant?
The Less I Know The Better has 1 billion streams, and Reality in Motion has 48 million.
A psych rock band from Australia, and their third album, one of the songs has a
Seriously.
billion streams.
It's insane, especially with all that dysfunction amongst the members and stuff. I didn't think they'd get this successful.
Member. It's one guy.
I'm not gonna correct you. I know the connotations of.
I'm gonna correct you. It's one guy, and he performs with another band on stage at some shows, and especially Coachella. But it's one guy.
Correcting this.
I just heard they all had beef or something, like with the drummer dated the lead singer's wife, like in high school or something. And I think the bassist was.
I couldn't
actually
hold it in, bro. I
kind
had
of,
to.
Played not kind of. He taught Albert Pujols' swing or something, and that ended up getting him in some trouble when they were on vacation due to like a visa situation. I don't know, but yeah, there's like a lot of moving parts, and that band like went through a lot to stick together and become the massive success they are as a unit.
It's a band.
Of multiple people.
It's totally
now.
a band.
No,
Are you all right?
no, that's cool. I didn't know that story.
Well, if you know something about the band that I don't, like, I mean, I guess it's fine to share that information with me.
Let's just move on to the next one. I feel very sick.
Yeah.
Next, we've got At Long
I ain't gonna
Last.
lie though. When I first heard of Tame Impala, I thought it was a band. I didn't realize it was just Kevin Parker, like, doing his thing, but
ASAP by ASAP Rocky.
Every dorm room.
this is not one of the Rocky albums that I've listened to all the way through. So, yeah, I'm gonna come clean, bro. I'm gonna come clean. I just,
Every dorm room had this poster.
Yep.
I remember multiple times that I went back to dorm rooms with girls, and it would be that poster, Lana Del Rey,
Yeah.
right next to each other.
My drug dealer used to hand
But
out
hey,
these posters.
hey, though, if y'all was tapped in, bruh, that makes perfect sense too, though. Hold on. If y'all was tapped in, y'all know that makes perfect sense. Especially them two being next to each other, bro. Where's it at, bro? Where's it at? Y'all remember this era, bro? Rocky and Lana just like, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, they was a power couple before it was Rocky and Rihanna, even back then. It was these two. I saw it coming, bro, I did. And I was wrong. But then I saw Rocky and Rihanna, was like, okay, it's them. But I always thought these two would've, you know what I'm saying? And it's a go-to song too. It's a go-to song. And they have other great music together. But I think that's one of my favorite songs that he's not even a feature on, he's just in the video.
If you bought an eighth.
I'm going to admit, I didn't listen to this album the same way everybody else did.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Okay, because there's 3 contenders again for most streamed. I think it's Lord Pretty Flocka Jody 2. It's where's LSD? LSD and Everyday. Jukebox Joints is probably like a close fourth though. I was tapped in, everybody was hitting them folks, and yeah, I feel that, bro. That was a cool era too though. That was like when the Migos was like really blowing up in the mainstream for the first time. That was a fire time period for music, I think. Okay. I'm gonna say most streamed LSD, cause that's kind of a song that I feel like everybody just really like. Whether you listen to this album or not, you just know that song from this album. And then least streamed. Least streamed. Maybe West Side Highway, but that's just because I don't want it to be Better Things. They ruined the dab. I feel like the dab fell off before it got ruined. And that's why it became a bad thing. Because like it was already played out by the time, once it hit like news stations and Facebook moms, it was already kind of dead. They just made it worse. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna lock in LSD and West Side Highway, but it could be Better Things.
The same way. This is one I just picked the meat off the bones, I guess.
Exactly.
Plucked the feathers right from the goose's skin. People that call Goosebumps chicken skin should go to jail for like 6 months.
I didn't know that was even a thing.
Neither.
Are you serious? It's fucked up. I
never
want to
heard
say
it.
it's a British thing. Like,
Oh, you got chicken skin, don't you? I'll get some chicken skin. This is offensive. I'm sorry, but we're gonna keep. I got chicken skin.
it's not like Goosebumps
Well,
is that
not,
much
isn't
better.
it?
It's still a gross visual, but chicken skin, something about it.
Can you imagine if R.L. Stein had named those books Chicken Skin?
3, 2, 1.
LSD and West Side Highway.
I put Jody 2 and West Side Highway.
It is Every Day in West Side Highway.
Didn't I say that could have been one of them? I thought it was LSD though, but Every Day makes sense, bruh. It's the Rod Stewart feature. That did it. That definitely did it. Because it put a whole different generation onto Rocky so they listened to the song. But I got it West Side Highway though.
Every Day is the most streamed, has more streams than LSD?
Crazy.
That's crazy. Next album, Veteran by JPEG.
Oh, I recently listened to this all the way through, but I've known about it pretty much since it came out. I just didn't listen to it then, but I did earlier this year or late last year.
Mafia. The only thing that does not count in this one is the DJ Snitch Bitch interlude.
Great interlude though. Amazing. Okay. I think most streamed Thug Tears or 1539 North Calvert, but I think it's going to be Thug Tears. And then least streamed, ooh, because like this is my Peggy Stan bias. I can't pick one because they're all amazing songs, but it's probably going to be Macaulay Culkin. I think. I don't know, bro. I think.
And I feel bad because I do have a big advantage on this one because I listen to JPEG Mafia and you're kind of yet to get into Peggy.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna lie.
Peggy,
It is right
yes, JPEG Mafia, bro. Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. If you wanna, hold on. I'm gonna put you on real quick. I'm not gonna play too much because I want to get blocked. I feel like this is the best way to get into JPEG Mafia. If you can get through part of this song, you can get through a lot of his, because his music is not for everybody at all. It's not. I will admit that. It's not. But if you can start with this and enjoy it, you'll like listen to the whole album. If you like this, listen to the whole album.
You think you know me?
Weed, crack, and dope.
Damn, Peggy.
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so it probably doesn't get blocked.
All I need is rest. I am a contestant. How can I confess this? Watch how I finesse. Are you so invested? This
Oops.
can be your best shit. I am not impressed. Bullets through my body. I'm a different shawty. You my favorite mess. Bitch, I'm never pressed. Keep a fresh bitch. Right down 86. Hit. Roll deep like the cat. Bitch, I'm too fly in a whip. Hit.
Nah, for real.
Bruise, we ain't
This is the live version. The album version sounds a little bit different. It was way more melodic. But this version is hard.
press. Is it safe now? Got my trade pal. Kick a bitch. What a test. G.
Yeah, this is definitely not getting blocked. W.
Work hard, twerk hard, 26, no kids, yeah!
Alright, you can listen to the rest on your own time. But I'm telling you, bro, LP is my favorite album of last year. It's my favorite album of last year. Literally. It was absolutely by Dijon, but that dropped down to number 2. It did, bro. I'm sorry. Because LP is a crazy good album. But I feel like you can't appreciate it if you don't listen to Veteran, and if you don't at least listen to some of All My Heroes Are Cornballs. If you hear all of Veteran and most of that album, you can appreciate LP, and it's so good, bro.
Alley, I really think that you would love JPEG Mafia.
You've played me certain
He's a
songs
great
that I've
artist.
thrown right on playlists, and they fit right in.
You know, my friend keeps getting non-speaking roles in movies and TV shows. He is so extra.
Okay, bro.
Getting a little chicken skin, are ya? Yeah, I would like to formally apologize to Adele for the accents that we've been doing.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah. Adele.
19, bro. I know it's 19 songs, but the thing is, they're not full songs. Like 1539 North Calvert, it's like 3.5 minutes. Like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. This one's like probably a minute. This one's like 5. No, not 5. Like 4 minutes. This one might be like 40 seconds. This one might be like a minute and a half. Like they're not all like full songs. And then like this interlude's probably like 20 seconds. You know what I mean? Like it's not that bad. Trust me, it's not that bad. You can get through. It might be an hour long. Now I think about it. Let me check. It's really not that long of a project. Even Yeet to Alive Geek Pack is way longer. I feel like I saved it on recently to where I could just scroll and find it. But it is definitely worth a listen though. It's actually worth a few listens. I feel like this is one of those albums that you might have to listen to like 3 times. It's 47 minutes long. It's not that long of an album. Like actually. You can see most of them are pretty short songs. And this interlude is actually 1 minute and 23 seconds, but like still though, they're pretty short for the most part. It's a really good album. Honestly, if I listened to it back in 2018, it would have been one of my favorites of that year. But I feel like because I didn't even know about it in 2018, I didn't know about it until 2019. So I feel like I can't say that. But looking back at the whole year, it is a great album from that year. It just wasn't one of my favorites from that year because I didn't know about it. It's a great album.
Yeah,
though.
No, we're shooting a video right now. I just want to run something by you. Oh, you can hear us? You're cool with it though? You're not cool with Riley, but you still fuck with me? You thought my accent, although it was offensive, was spot on to several.
I ain't gonna lie, having Adele's number would be such a flex, bro. That'd be so fire.
No. What? And Riley's just kind of painting a gross caricature. Really? Shut up. This is fucking Adele. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, yeah. Congrats. Yeah, no, it looks great. Looks great. Now I saw your grandma. Yep. Yeah, I took her rings for you. Yep, just like you asked.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll see you Sunday. All right. Deuces.
So multi-platinum recording artist and Grammy award-winning singer Adele thinks that my accent is offensive, but she still rocks with you?
Yeah, she had some other choice words, but I'm not going to try and like bring you down in the middle of a video.
Looks like I made a bad first impression. 3, 2, 1. 1539 North Calvert and Rainbow Six.
I hope it's not Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six has been one of my favorites recently. Rainbow Six, Curb Stomp, and Baby I'm Bleeding are probably my favorites on this album right now.
Stop.
Is 1539 North Calvert and Williamsburg.
I was so close.
Okay.
Rainbow Six Las Vegas, one of the best video games of all time.
Oh, really?
It's like Las Vegas is.
I didn't get either of them right now that I think about it. Yikes.
Clearing out casinos from hostage situations.
Whoa. What's the spread there, Grant?
1539 North Calvert has
Wow.
52 million streams and Williamsburg has 1.8 million streams.
Okay.
Okay.
Riley, you want to tell them a little bit more about our sponsor?
You mean
Oh,
Beatopia?
yeah.
I do.
Let's do it.
That's right. Today's video is brought to you by
Beatopia.
WI.
Dignan, are you looking for beats from hitmaker producers?
Boy,
Okay.
am I.
You should be
It is what I thought it was.
Range of
You winner.
Another artist you love. This is Up to Me by Yeet.
I haven't heard the whole album. There's like 4 songs on here I haven't heard still.
Come on. Why aren't you guys doing it with me? We're all. Boo.
People like Yeet. Yeah.
Yeah, no one's doing it with me.
I know.
Let's
Everybody's saying
tweet, yeah.
Twism, Splumpy.
Yeah, it's very clear how little you've listened to.
Boo.
All right, let's see the track list.
Oh, it's 60.
Okay. Dang, actually, it's some heat on here though, for real, for real. All right, bruh. I'm gonna say most streamed at this point has to be Money So Big. If it's not Money So Big at this point, I don't know what it is, bro. They ran through that song like crazy. So it's probably Money So Big, most streamed, and maybe like Facts least streamed. I think.
Fucking songs. That's cool.
If we get like the umlauts wrong or whatever, do we not get a point?
No.
Umlaut? Sounds like a fraternity something. If you're in a fraternity, they'd be like, drop and give me an umlaut. And you like chug a beer and eat a can of dip and like tell your mom to fuck off or something.
Do they have fraternities in Greece?
Holy shit.
Like it's Greek life, but like, is it based off of something that goes on over there?
This is, I mean, that's That's a question.
It's not supposed to be that deep. I was wondering if you. Wow. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Put Get Busy and Hey.
Put Twizzy Rich and back on him.
It's money so big. And
Call me. Okay. You don't look. No, that's how it was with Two Alive, bruh. I listened to Two Alive Geek Pack on the stream when it dropped because I was like, let me get into Yeet. Finally, I was bored by like song 11, bro. I was bored. I was literally bored. If I wasn't playing a game, I would have fallen asleep on my stream and I wouldn't have heard the rest of the album. I was so bored. But then once we got to the Geek Pack and I heard some of the deluxe songs or whatever with Uzi and stuff, it was kind of lit again. But I got so bored. But now it's literally my most streamed album on Spotify, and I don't know how, but as I listen to it more and more, it's so good. I think the thing with Yeet is he's not good at making albums like as bodies of work and like as projects. He's just good at putting songs out. It's just the way to do it is to put out a project. So I feel like it's bad to listen to his albums. You just have to listen to his songs. Honestly, like randomly. You can't listen to his albums because it's not an enjoyable experience. But when you hear him, bro, fire.
No, I thought Get Busy would have more.
Money so big as 138 milli.
Yep.
And
TikTok. It was Get Busy before TikTok found the hard part of the Money So Big beat and just ran through it, bro. And then everybody made remixes and stuff like crazy.
Has 3 milli.
And how much does Get Busy have?
63.
Not even close to Money
Not
So
even
Big.
close.
Next album?
Honestly, I feel like Lying for Fun has more streams than Get Busy at this point.
We've got Nothing Was the Same.
And you could tell, because you could tell it was in Euphoria.
By
that too.
Drake, a classic album, and if you'd like to see what we think about it along with other Drake songs, check out our Drake bracket. That just
I need to
dropped.
watch it still.
Drake bracket?
128 songs. We decide what the best Drake song is. You Drizzy.
Okay, one of my personal favorite Drake albums that I still haven't heard maybe 2 songs from. No, I've heard the whole thing. I just don't listen to the whole thing. Oh, most streamed. Nah. Start from, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say most streamed is either Started from the Bottom, From Time, or Hold On, We're Going Home. I feel like those are up there for most. Then again, no. It's either From Time or Pound Cake, Paris Morton Music 2. Or Too Much. Oh man, there's too many classics on here to where I don't know. Like I don't know. This era for Drake was so crazy because everything, like every one of these songs were just on streaming. I mean, on the radio. The video. I mean, there's a lot of classic videos from this album though. We have Started from the Bottom, Worst Behavior, Hold On, We're Going Home with Rocky and them. Like that was a crazy video. I think The Language has a video too. I don't know. It might have had The Edge back then, but it's been out 9 years now. It's been a long time. Or about to be 9 years, I think. Been out for a long time, man. I feel like at this point, it might have got surpassed. Because you got to remember too, back then, streaming still wasn't the main thing. Most people were still listening to the radio really heavy in 2013, like heavy. There were a lot of people that were listening to streaming, but it wasn't as big as it became like 2 years later. I think most streamed, I'm gonna lock this in. I'm gonna say most streamed, Hold On, We're Going Home, least streamed, 305 to My City.
Calling my Drake.
So what? On Valentine's Day, I had sex.
We'll see what's about to happen.
That's what I was doing then? Now we'll see.
I ain't gonna lie though, recently, Connect has been my favorite song on this album. Recently.
He's sleeping.
Who's sleeping?
That little baby over there. Whose is that, by the way?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's been knocked out for a bit, but yeah.
A little ironic that it's in the corner. You know what I mean?
Who put baby in the corner?
Nobody puts a baby in the corner. Is he breathing?
No, I checked.
Yikes.
I checked his pulse.
How long ago?
This morning.
This morning. I mean, it just.
He's cute. I pushed on the back of his head, too. It's still soft.
I do not think the babies are cute, no matter what they're doing.
Oh, I like a little baby like that.
I love your song, The Bigger Picture, by the way. Very powerful. 3, 2, 1. Hold On, We're Going Home and Connect.
Started from the bottom and 305 to My City.
Hold on, we're going home, and 305 to my city.
All right, 1-1.
Both pick up.
This is the album that made Drake my favorite rapper. Like, for real. I was a fan of him before, but this album made him my favorite rapper. I was 8 years old when this came out. I listened to Worst Behavior on repeat. I listened started from the bottom on repeat. Like, I feel like if anybody knew that, it would have been me. And I didn't even listen to the whole album until probably last year.
A bucket.
There
That's
we go.
nice.
We're Going Home is just a more streamable song.
You're right.
Started from the
And
bottom.
now that I think about it, is this even the deluxe version? Is this even the deluxe version, bro? I don't think it is. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Oh, no, it's not, because they're missing Come Through and All Me. Yikes. And it's still 305 to my city, though. It is. Yeah, nah, hold on, like, that was in the video, too. Fredo, I didn't even know Fredo Santana was in the video until, like, 2 years ago, bro. Because back then, I didn't know who Fredo was. I was not tapped in with the drill scene at all back then. I got in the drill in, like, 2015, 2016. I didn't even know Fredo Santana was in that video, bro.
Was a hit
That video
when it
was
came
hard.
out, but people aren't streaming that like that now.
You're right. The second I heard you say that, I was like, oh, he got that right.
What is the spread there?
Hold on, we're going home has 740 million, and 305 to my city has 64 million.
Just hold on, we're going home.
I was about to do that, but I knew I couldn't
Love
hit
that
it.
song, but I don't love it more than Feel No Ways. That's a little spoiler for our
Oh, man, Feel No Way is such a good song.
bracket that I'm still hung up.
I'm excited for the Drake bracket. That's gonna be so for the people on YouTube, I know how much a lot of y'all really enjoy watching these HIVEMIND videos. Someday soon, I'm not sure when, so I'm not gonna lock in a day yet. I'm gonna do a 12-hour stream where I just watch HIVEMIND videos. I'm gonna mostly do the longer ones, like the brackets and the stuff that I haven't posted yet, because they're just long. But you know, one day I'm gonna do that, and I might not post all of them on YouTube, but I'm probably gonna post a Drake bracket though, because I'm excited for that one.
L-A-M.
What's it called? Fergie performed Glamorous at the VMAs and brought out Jack Harlow. And then he won Song of the Summer for First Class, which is pretty cool.
Somebody actually make me a Bound 2, but instead of the old sample, it's Jack Harlow going, honey. Next album, we've got Abbey Road by the Beatles.
Okay, so
Never listened to this album. It's such an iconic cover and such an iconic album for the people that are into that type of music. But I just don't, like, I've never been into the Beatles, ever. It's just not my thing. However, I am a fan of Paul McCartney solo.
the last offering from the Beatles.
Kind of ironic that Come Together is on the Beatles breakup album.
That is crazy. Okay. Just gonna lock in based on names. All right. Most streamed. I'm lost, man. I'm gonna say Here Comes the Sun. All right. Yellow Submarine Song. I don't even know what you're talking about. So that proves that I really don't know. And there's a lot of things that could mean Yellow Sun King, Mr. Mustard, Golden Slumbers. They really like the color yellow. Okay, I'm gonna say Here Comes the Sun most streamed, and She Came In Through the Bathroom Window as least streamed, because it's a very long title.
Yeah, but that's not about them. It's
Okay. So it was kind of like one last hurrah. You know what I mean? Come
Herogasm.
together. It's hard to time that.
right now.
It's hard to time that.
Paul's
up.
like, This has my favorite set of Beatles songs on it. And Golden Slumbers, Into Carry the Way, Into the End. That's my favorite piece of music by them ever.
See, I'm a Revolver head.
I love that album too, but this one, I don't know, there's a magic there with the last thing, the way they trade solos on Carry the Weight, and like John plays 4 bars, Paul plays 4 bars, George plays 4 bars, and they make it one thing. And it's something beautiful about the final thing, you know?
Yeah, the Swan Song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trigger warning, this is by a British band, by the way.
3, 2, 1.
Here Comes the Sun and Mean Mr. Mustard.
But Here Comes the Sun and the End.
This is Here Comes the Sun and Polythene Pam.
I got one of
I
them.
also wrote "Come Together" and then changed it to "Here Comes the Sun."
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a pretty good guess for someone who's never heard a single song from this album. Can't lie, I'm really like that. I'm like that.
I realize how much I hear it in commercials and shit.
Here Comes the Sun has 860.
Hold on, what does that sound like? I might have heard it. Wait. This is a 2019 mix. I want to hear the old one. I want to hear the original mix, bruh. Please. Maybe I can't hear the original mix. Oh, wait, hold on. This is before 2019. No, some reason it's on the album. Outside of song. Okay.
Here comes the sun, doo doo doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
I might have heard this once.
Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter.
See, like, this isn't doing much for me. I'm just not into this era of music. Like, it sounds happy now to some people, and it did then, but for me, it's eerie. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's something about it. It's something about it. I just don't like this
3
era of
million
music.
streams, and Polythene Pam has
Yeah,
25.
I might have heard that once, maybe twice, maybe a couple times in the background, like of a commercial or something, but it was never memorable enough for me to even want to know who it was by.
5 million streams.
Wow.
And how many does "Come Together" have?
534 million.
Okay.
Yeah, Here Comes the Sun is definitely the most palatable for a modern audience off this record.
Here Comes the Sun's in like Walmart commercials. Come buy a gun, do 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 do.
See, I like when it comes to older music, I like stuff that doesn't sound like, I like experimental old music. Like, even for back then, it's crazy. Like, what was I listening to the other day that was just crazy, bruh? I'm scrolling through my liked right now, trying to find it because I can't remember. I listen to like way too much new music all the time. God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, bruh. Like, obviously that one's Running Up the Hill. Nah, I've been knew about that. That song played out now too, though. It was a great song for like a week. They ran through that song, bro. It's just annoying. But shout out to Kate Bush though. She wrote the song and she produced it and she owns her master. So I'm glad she's making a bag off of that. But you know, I ain't trying to hear it no more. But like, you know, that's a pretty popular Beach Boys song. But again, I don't listen to that era of music. I never heard it until like a month ago, right? So you know, I like that type of stuff. This is kind of just, you know, it sounds like frolicking music, right? Like at the same time that like people are joining cults and getting like murdered in broad daylight by serial killers. You know, it sounds, yeah, you know, it maybe I just associate that era with a lot of bad stuff that a lot of people overlook or just don't know about or care about. You know what I mean?
Tell them.
So I just don't like it.
Next
I feel
album,
it, though.
we got Beyonce, Lemonade. Famous
Okay.
genre-bending album about infidelity. So Forward featuring James Blake does not count, and Sorry original demo does not count.
Okay. I didn't listen to this whole album in its entirety because it wasn't on streaming until I believe last year, the year before. So I still haven't heard this song in its entirety. So I only know the singles that had videos and were released on streaming or had videos or something. I don't even know. So enough for me what's happening came out to see it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough. When I was younger, when I was really young and like first getting on YouTube and on the internet and stuff, I loved learning about like true crime stuff. Nowadays, I ain't trying to hear it. And maybe that's because I learned way too much about Charlie Manson when I was like 7. But, you know, I feel like I know too much about that era, bro. I do. And it's not as happy as people like to remember it at all. A lot of coke, a lot of murder, a lot of cult activities, and a lot of just really bad cars. Like bad cars. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna lock in Sorry as most streamed. because I remember that one very vividly when it dropped. Everybody was talking about the song. Everyone was always on the radio. Probably not as much as Hold Up. I remember Hold Up being on the radio a lot, but you know. And then Formation had a cool video, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is great." But again, like I said when I listened to her new album, bro, the women empowerment music just isn't for me. So it's not one of my favorites, but I still think Sorry is most streamed. Least streamed, Love Drought. No, Sandcastles. Sorry, most streamed. Sandcastles last streamed.
Is 6-inch about Jay-Z's,
It's actually about 6-inch heels.
oh, right.
So let's get your head out of that. Get your head out of that gutter, actually. Let's just get
Nigga,
your
bro, they
hands
make happy music even through all that. Nah, I don't think so. Cause like, for me, it's kind of like, how could y'all be happy when the news is talking about like this one dude that's literally like murdering people across the country and nobody knows who he is? He's leaving weird messages everywhere, right? Meanwhile, like everyone's going broke. It's like still dumb racist, like everywhere. Segregation just became like not a thing, like just, you know what I mean? You know, crack wasn't a thing yet, but coke was, and a lot of people were on it. Honestly though, I feel like a lot of people that were able to be happy during that time, you know, they had other things going on, probably. Like a lot of musicians back then, like were on heavy drugs way before a lot of these artists. Like a lot of artists now people think are junkies, but they have nothing on some of those, especially rock artists in the 60s and stuff, in the 70s especially, but the 60s too. They was on crazy drugs, bro, because back then they weren't all illegal. They were around, they just weren't all illegal. You know what I mean? So people were just having crazy access to like crazy drugs and doing them all the time.
Little gutter. I'm sorry I erased stuff. It's like just, I don't know.
Yeah, because 6 inches isn't an insult.
No, it's perfectly fine. Keep one, leave one. Lemonade by Beyonce or Lemonade by Internet Money?
3, 2, 1.
Formation and Sand.
I'll keep Lemonade by Internet Money and leave Lemonade by Beyonce only because it wasn't on streaming for so long and I was mad at her for that.
Castles?
I put Hold Up and Daddy Lessons.
This is Formation and Love Drought.
I should have gone with my original answer.
Love Drought's good.
Love Drought's good!
Love Drought's good. What are we talking about?
Again, right as you said Formation, I was like, oh, yeah, of course it's that one.
Formation has 225 million and
okay.
Love Drought has 35 million.
You surprised by how low the Formation streams are?
Really surprised.
Yeah.
225 million? That's like not that much.
Does this have anything to do with the other streaming service? You know what I mean? Like, was this album...
I think that's why though, because it like it's new to streaming. It's only been on streaming for like 2 years, so that's why.
only available on Tidal at one point?
I think so.
That's the only thing I can think of that makes any sense there, because that's really, really, really low.
Yeah.
After 3 years of Tidal exclusivity, Beyonce's album Lemonade is now on all streaming platforms.
There we go.
Yep, you called it.
Crack the fucking code right there, boss.
Next album we got, Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Every song does count, and not a dull moment on this album.
Every song counts. This is not deluxe. Nah, I would be happy too. But you got to think though, for Beyonce, for such a massive song, for it to only have, you know, 250,000, not even 250,000 streams on Spotify, like that's kind of low. But then again, it wasn't on streaming. So I get it. Let's see, most streamed. There's so many good, like amazing songs on here, bro. I'm going to say most streamed Money Trees because of TikTok or Mad City. But I think Money Trees, most streamed. Least streamed, Real.
Album. God, there's like 4 songs that could be the top streamed.
I know.
I think this is the hardest, like most streamed one. Definitely the hardest for that so far.
I agree. I can
Yeah, I
smell
feel
your
that.
energy from 2 planets away. It stinks like shit.
There's
I
like
smell
so many
like shit.
contenders for most streamed, but I
Everything looks
think
like piss.
it's one of the
Those
two.
were the
I'll take the point for Money Trees or Mad City just because there's so many options.
original lyrics.
No, they weren't.
But least streamed is definitely real, though.
What?
Yes,
Definitely
they were.
real.
Adele told me.
Adele told you?
When I was on the phone with her earlier, she mentioned that to me. me.
Really?
She said, by the way, do you know the original lyrics were like, I can smell your energy from 2 planets away. It smells like shit. I smell like shit and everything. It looks like piss. And I was like, oh, were those placeholder lyrics? You might have heard me say that. Like, well, were those just placeholders or whatever?
Yeah.
She said, no, it was actually a very complex allegory that he felt the public wasn't ready to dive into. He held back, and that's why on Mr. Morale, he says pee pee poo pee all the time. That's like an ad lib.
Man, I don't know.
Okay,
Like
bro.
shit, I smell like shit. I don't know. It kind of works.
Yo,
Everything.
Say
It
rhyme
looks like,
scheme even, but
it looks like
not for
piss.
real.
3, 2, 1.
It did.
Bad City and Real.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe and real.
This is Money Trees and Sharin, aka Master
Oh, man,
Splitter's
okay.
daughter.
Shireen.
And
We got
I
skunked
get it.
on it, huh?
we got skunk fuck.
I'm gonna keep it aside though. The only reason I didn't think it would be Shireen is because it's the intro to the album. And like I figured just more people would have at least played it more than Real. But I get it though. It makes sense.
That stink.
I always skip it, me personally, but still I didn't think other people would. But it'd be like that though.
As a defense mechanism.
Your ex-wife, I think, does. I definitely didn't want to be around her, I'll tell you that much.
Next.
We got Cause I Love You by Lizzo.
Let's go.
Lizzo.
All right. Detroit-born, Minnesota-raised Lizzo?
Oh, I didn't know she was born in Detroit.
I'm pretty sure,
either.
no, actually, she moved to Minnesota to work on Prince's thing. So she's originally from Detroit, was raised here, and then moved to Minnesota to work with Prince.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
She's kind of a legend for
That
real.
is hard.
Oh man, she's still dropping hits.
This was a hit parade. And I believe a lot of these songs were
Like, I do not love Lizzo anywhere near as much as Jadeon does. I never listened to this album. So, most streamed because I genuinely don't know. Which one is DNA Test? Is that matter of fact, is this the newer album? I have this album on my wall, bro, and I never even heard it. But I couldn't pick what albums I got. Missy's on it. That's hard. And Gucci Mane. Like, that's crazy. These are 2 amazing features to have on an album in general. I don't think it's her debut album, though. Is DNA Test on, like, the I Just Took a DNA Test song? Is that on here? Or is this a newer album? Because I know she didn't drop for a while. I have to cheat. I'm sorry. I'm not going to look at streams. I just need to know when this came out. Because I genuinely don't know when this came out. Okay, this came out in 2019. And... oh, she dropped her album this year. Okay, that's fire. No features. Hard. All right. 2019. I feel like DNA Test was big before that. But then again, it could have been a single. I don't know, bro. Most streamed. Like a Girl. Least streamed. Exactly How I Feel with Gucci Mane. Oh, that's Truth Hurts. Okay, that's that one. All right. Just because I feel like a lot of Lizzo's audience won't get Gucci Mane. So I feel like they just won't play this song. They won't. People will, but not her like core fan base. They won't, probably. So yeah, I'm gonna lock that in. Like a Girl, most streamed, Exactly How I Feel, least streamed.
recorded in 2016 and then re-released on this album, and there were like some Billboard rules that had to work for her to get her number ones and get like nominated for Grammys and whole thing.
I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Juice and Lingerie.
I put Juice and Heaven Help Me.
Is Juice and Lingerie.
Wow.
What's up, Lizzo? It's HIVEMIND here, wishing you a happy birthday. We
Yeah.
really rock,
rock
with you. Yeah. Thanks for watching the videos. Shout out, big Detroit vibes. We hope you have like a wonderful
D-Town.
day, and congrats on all your success. Shout out
Lizzo.
That's the kind of stuff you can get on Cameo.
Yeah, she bought one from us.
Next album we got Good AM by Mac
Ooh,
Miller.
okay,
A
okay.
masterpiece here.
Look, another thing. I haven't listened to most Mac Miller albums in their entirety. I've heard something from a lot of them, but I've never listened to, you know, most of the classics all the way through. I think the only Mac Miller album I've really listened to all the way through is Circles. I haven't even heard all of Swimming yet, still. It's been 4 years, and I still haven't heard all of it, man. I know, bro. Whatever, man.
Every single song counts. We got 17 tracks, and
Cut the Check is one of my favorites that I've heard, obviously. Most streamed, I'm gonna say Weekend. It was released as a single. There's a video. I'm gonna say Weekend. Least streamed, probably Ascension. And I haven't heard that song, so I don't know.
Good AM is supposed to mean it's good morning.
Yeah. Thanks, but like at this point, I'm a little overwhelmed.
Just new info?
Yeah.
You want to take a break? Eat some crackers or something?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, we can stop the lesson for today. I mean, it's, you know.
No, I want to keep trying.
Okay, buddy, now finish this 3-album run from Kanye West, okay? College Dropout, Late Registration.
Today is the 17th birthday of Late Registration. Lil B, exactly, bro. Like, I saw Lil B just now and was like, Bass God? He got a Bass God feature in 2015? That's so hard. I need to listen to it for sure.
And
Jesus.
nobody think about the theme, okay? It's College Dropout, then Late Registration, and then
Super Bowl party.
no, no, buddy, that doesn't. It's not the same thing.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Listen, let's take a break for today, and we'll just resume in the next video.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Weekend in Ascension.
I went Ascension and went in Rome.
Is Weekend and the Festival.
Oh, really? The one with Little Dragon? I thought
Okay.
that would propel it.
No, Cut the Check with Chief Keef is hard. That song is hard. Listen to that for sure. That I can vouch for that one. That's one of my favorites that I've heard from that album. It's fire.
Up a little bit above those other end of album songs. Is there such thing as a $1 million TV?
Yeah.
Like an MTV? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like any
Okay,
Jumbotron.
Ah, Jumbotron.
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like the
yeah.
Dallas Cowboys have the
yeah,
biggest
yeah.
Jumbotron in the world, I believe, in their
Right.
stadium. That thing's probably north of 3 million.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a Jumbotron in their house?
Oh, that'd be so fucking cool.
That would be cool.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if you go over to some like rich guy's house and he's like, you want to see the Jumbotron room? And everybody can sit on all different sides, like surrounding the Jumbotron, watching stuff.
You're like watching a movie with your wife.
Yeah.
Put on the kiss cam and you're like, hey, honey. And she's like,
Shut the fuck up. You found $1 million TV?
Yeah, LG's selling a 325-inch 8K behemoth that costs $1.7 million.
Wow.
1.7 million
LG.
8K behemoth TV from LG.
and that's like general production. That's available to the public.
Stretches 27 feet diagonally.
It's a 27-footer.
That's awesome.
27
Oh my gosh.
feet?
I know people with smaller boats.
Next album, Flower Boy by Tyler the
Ooh,
Creator.
okay.
Beautiful album.
AKA Scumfuck Flower Boy.
Not a beautiful name.
The original title that he had to change because the public wouldn't accept that. But it's the name of his spam page on Instagram if you don't follow him on that page.
All right, the ones that don't count for this one are Sometimes and Droppin' Seeds. Droppin' Seeds being just a Lil Wayne verse.
And the outro. Okay. Most streamed, easily See You Again. Easily everybody, that people that aren't even Tyler fans know this song. I don't think it deserves that #1 spot, but it's a pop song and it was his first song that played on the radio, so good for him. Least streamed, that's a choice. It's between Pothole and Glitter. But given his fans, I'm going to say Pothole.
Kind of, you know, could count, but doesn't count for this game.
Sure.
And sometimes a little interlude.
Dropping seeds. That's what I used to do on the football field.
Grippers. Grippers.
Sound you do?
That's like a quick, like kind of snap of my flesh on the leather of the football.
Yeah.
Like I whip it so hard.
It's very pleasing. That's awesome.
You like that
Yeah,
sound?
it's really fucking cool, yeah.
That's me throwing them really fast.
Kind of reminds me of
Spider-Man.
Dan Marino. Whatever.
Who the fuck's Dan Marino? That's a funny name. Marino. It's almost like it's like Marina.
Kind of funny that he played for the Dolphins. Marino, you know?
You're acting weird lately.
Yikes.
I'm acting weird.
I tell you, I had a severe head injury. last
Tambourine
night.
Marino.
Yeah.
How? What
Slow
happened?
pitch softball.
Slow pitch softball, huh?
Yeah. I umpire for the kids in the slow pitch game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, one of them he really wound up for one and he cracked me.
Need more information. There's no physics to this. What is going on?
He was facing the wrong way and he said a bunch of mean shit to me. He said, no way I struck out there. And then he cracked me with the bat.
Cracked you with a
I've been
bat.
recording for an
Oh my
hour?
gosh.
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. Hey, man. Look, I'm that type of guy, bro. I can really put you onto some bangers on the low, bro.
Jeez.
I've forgotten a lot of stuff.
Underrated
Yeah, it
stuff,
seems
bro.
like
Deep
it.
cuts.
I'm
No
sorry,
cap.
man. It was just a really bad injury.
Wish you hit it a little harder.
What the?
God, what a gruesome injury. We can't put that on TV.
3, 2, 1.
See you again and enjoy right now today.
But see you again, and I ain't got time.
Enjoy right now today does not count, so it's gotta be Pothole. But if this one counts, I feel like it's this one. I feel like people don't play this one.
It is see you again and enjoy right now today.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now?
Nice. The instrumental track at the end.
2 ball. Hey, this game is fun as fuck.
Yeah, hey, I agree. It's a fun
Come
time.
on
I
now,
like
bro.
this game a lot.
It's a good one, yeah. All right, well, that was mostly streams on each album. Let us know how many points you got down in the comments. If you want us to play this again, send some albums that you think would be good for it, some surprising stream numbers, over to DJ Grant, whose Instagram is linked in our description, along with our Cameo, our Patreon, all that other stuff. Please subscribe to our second channel. And before we end the video, I would like to once again thank our sponsor, Beatopia. Check the link in our description. Please sign up today. We appreciate Beatopia for sponsoring this video.
Use our code, HIVEMIND.
Other than that, like the video, subscribe, all the stuff I said at the beginning. And Diggy, would you like to leave these wonderful people with some advice to leave or live their lives by?
An old classic. If you can't beat them, run.
All right, this has been HIVEMIND TV. See you in the next one. Yeah.
Swag.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like the logic is lost on you a little bit. Bad Days by Daniel Powder. It's not by Logic, so let's not go there.
Oh, okay.
For real? Nah, I know. You had a bad day. You're taking one down.
Imagine Logic made
Sing a
that
sad
song.
song just to turn it around. Say you don't know, baby don't lie. Whoa. Yeah, that's by
Classic.
Daniel Powder.
Oh, cool. Well, thanks for clearing those up. I just bought a Prius.
Shout out the B movie for real.
I ain't gonna do that.
Come on, George, I'm a bee.
Movie's fucked up.
That movie's fucked up. Why?
It's a bad movie.
Bees are almost extinct.
That movie has nothing to do with that.
It does, though.
Wish they did a smoke movie.
Who can
I love
relate?
liberal politics. Me too.
Yeah, that was one of the funniest parts of Dante's peer-to-peer. Like, it's
She's
so
not
true.
funny
though.
worth anything, but she's, you know, I like what she says.
Yeah, me too.
I still want Samantha Bee to be played by Jerry Seinfeld in that movie, though. All right, this is the clap where I'm gonna flip Grant off with both fingers and then clap. I think
Okay.
that helps me line it up.
Nice. W video, bro. I actually didn't do too bad. Honestly, I thought I would have done better, but there were a couple albums in here that I just really had no clue.